Meteorologist Peter Hall, here's your first alert forecast. And as we look ahead today, there'll be some changes because the first part of the day should be great. A lot of sunshine. We'll get ourselves out of the 60s, get into the 70s and low to mid 80s. Now, between 1 and 3, there'll be an opportunity for a hit or miss shower thunderstorm. I think something more consistent, steadier, widespread over most of the area kind of showers. That happens towards 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. And overnight tonight, there's likely to be some rain. Just exactly where the placement of heaviest rain will ultimately determine who might get some flooding as we look ahead to tonight and tomorrow. So we've talked about this, and here's what we need to discuss because this is a biggie. Carefully tracking the path of heavier rain through tonight and tomorrow morning. Now, we've all had quite a wet period over the past 4 weeks. Just specifically Syracuse, just taking 1 point here in central New York. Since the end of May, now we're almost at the end of June, we have had nearly 7 inches of rain in roughly 1 month's time period, 4 weeks. That's a lot of rain. And some of our computer models are indicating a swath of 1 to 3 inches of rain somewhere over parts of Pennsylvania and New York State. Now, if that happens to move over Syracuse, we're going to have flooding somewhere. We will have flooding of low-lying areas, rivers, streams, creeks, etc. The question is, where will it happen? Where is that path of heavier rain? Some of our computer models do indicate it being right over the immediate Syracuse area and being right over all of central New York, while other computer models are indicating Pennsylvania, the Susquehanna Southern Tier area, and Route 12 corridor, East Central and Eastern New York as the best chance of heavier rain. Both solutions are possible. I'm trending towards the southern and eastern trend. The solutions that support the southern tier and eastern areas getting the heaviest rain. That doesn't mean central New York isn't going to get it. I'm just hedging my bets that way. But that's why we've got to keep an eye on it on the interactive triple Doppler radars. The watch means everybody's got a chance, and literally the whole state has a watch. It's not going to be flooding everywhere. It's where you have the warnings that are issued or advisories that you have to worry about it. So here we go. Sun's out this morning looking good. Isolated activity early afternoon. It's when we get into the 5 p.m. time period, and I think this is a little underdone. I actually think there'll be rain in this whole area, at least some light or moderate rain. If you notice, now this is just one computer model. This particular computer model, I'm just going to draw this white line right here, which is Susquehanna River, then Route 12 from Binghamton to Norwich to Utica, up to Alder Creek, and then 28 corridor for Old Forge. You'll notice that's where a lot of the dark greens and yellows are. I mean, yeah, there's some wobbly here stuff, but you also even notice some oranges too here. And that's why I think this area right in here, all of these areas that I'm putting X's in, these areas have the best chance of flooding. Now, that's not far away. You know, between, let's just say, I'm going to just draw this dot for Syracuse or other parts of central New York. And that right there is what, 40 miles away? I can't tell whether it's going to be there or here. It could be either spot. My guess is that it's a little further east. We'll see. It's an educated guess. It's my experience trying to figure out where these things are going to be placed. And I'm going to watch it for you, and we'll have an update on. This is why we have multiple newscasts, to update you where this stuff tracks. We look ahead, and the amount of sunshine, pretty good for the first 2/3 of the day. 7-day forecast. Today's high, 85 degrees. Tomorrow's high in the mid-70s with leftover showers. Still unsettled through the weekend.